Howdy folks, I'm Southern Wolf of Southern Wolf Studios. Welcome back to Ace Academy. I almost said Samurai of Hyuga, I just got done recording some of that. But yeah, welcome back to Ace Academy. Last time we saw that Yuna had gotten a new pet, little golden retriever, Mochi, or at least she was in the process of getting one, think about getting them. And I also think that we're getting pretty close to the end of it. It definitely feels like we're coming closer to the end of it, which is pretty good. I'd like to be done with the series and move on. Not that I'm not enjoying it in the slightest, but it'd be nice to move on. With that, let's get into Ace Academy. I slap off my alarm and feel unusually energized this morning. Today is our match against Akira, and after all the training session yesterday with Coach Ivan, I feel confident in our abilities. It should be an exciting match. Well, it should. I think they're undefeated as well. After getting ready, I wolf down my breakfast and drive to school. Damn right. Yuna stops me on the way to the pre-combat room.
Hey!
What's up? Oh, hey Yuna.
I'm glad I ran into you.
Same? Does it count as running into me if you knew exactly where I'd be?
Yes!
Fair enough. She grins and thrusts her tablet in front of me.
Do you mind filling out this survey really quickly?
Sure. Survey for what?
The session with Coach Ivan. Since yesterday's guest coach was a new initiative for Dashu, they like to gauge how valuable you all thought the session was.
I guess that makes sense.
I've managed to track down everyone else, so yours is the last form I need.
Alright. Okay. I'll take a minute to fill out the survey. Once I've finished, I hand the tablet back to Yuna.
Thanks.
No problem. I'm kind of impressed that Dashi would go the extra mile to get someone like Coach Ivan to consult a non-professional team. Yuna smiles.
That's one of the reasons I like them.
I wonder how they got him to agree.
Oh, it was easy. All I had to do was call.
Ghostbusters? Wait, what?
Yeah, I found his contact information online and figured it couldn't hurt to reach out. I asked his manager if this was something they'd be interested in, and luckily it was. Then I introduced the idea to Dashu, along with the proposal I'd put together.
Wow, talk about going the extra mile.
After that, it was just a matter of getting their approval and support with logistics.
Yuna is so fucking great. So you put all that together. Yuna blinks in surprise, then blushes.
It wasn't all me.
But the idea was yours. Actually, you helped with some of the logistics at the Dashu event before the XZ's concert, too.
Yeah, but it was for stuff involving the team. I wanted to make sure you guys were getting properly introduced and represented.
That's nice. I had no idea.
I was just doing my job.
At this point, she might be doing a little bit more than just her job. You're doing an amazing job. She blushes even deeper.
Anyway, thanks for filling this out.
Sure. I better be going now. Kaori's probably about to blow a blood vessel waiting for me. Yeah, probably.
Good luck out there.
Thanks. She waves goodbye before heading towards the stadium while I head to the pre-combat room. I quickly change into my pilot outfit and join the rest of my team at the holo table. Kaori is busy plotting out the arena and respective gears as everyone is silently watching. It's finally starting to set in that we're being matched against the top pilots at Ace. The confidence that I felt earlier wanes. Nah man, you gotta go in there and own that shit. After a couple more seconds, Kaori takes a step back from the holo table and looks over her handiwork.
Okay, this is what the war game layouts will be. As you all know, we'll be facing against REBORN, Akira's team. Mayu, can you report on their gear composition and weaponry?
They fucking call it Reborn. Oh. Mayu nods and her fingers dart across the holotable.
REBORN is fully sponsored by Eludian Enterprises, which means they provide REBORN with the same cutting-edge weaponry that they provide their professional teams.
Man, that is some next-level bullshit, but I can understand why.
Each gear is kitted out for specific purposes. That means, individually, they may have weaknesses, but as a unit, they cover each other's vulnerabilities.
Hold on. we may have actually lucked out.
What do you mean? Why, you should show a questioning look.
Well, you know how they're smashing everyone in terms of points? Win or lose, they're still going to be the number 1 seeded team.
Oh, okay, so this adds a whole new level that they never even brought up until now. It's like, not that I watch NASCAR, because I don't, but you don't have to come in first place to end up number 1.
Okay, how does that help us?
This happened last year as well. When REBORN was guaranteed the first ranked spot, they subbed in their backup pilots.
Think they're gonna do that now?
Really? I didn't even notice.
You got some rookie team, you got some rookie first year team that, no one gave a shit about, and then suddenly they step in and whip everybody's out. They're not gonna take any chances like that, even if they are gonna be seeded number 1. At this point, it's just something to boost their own egos to try and win.
It's not a well-known fact because their 4-man gear equipment is always the same. But if you dig into their pilot history, you'll see it.
Is that just openly displayed? Is that general knowledge? Because I feel like that's something that would be slightly more restricted.
And the stats show that when they started putting in their subs, their overall performance did decline, even if it was just a little.
Well, a little sometimes just enough.
So, what you're saying is that we'll be fighting against their backups, since they already have a guaranteed first seed?
I don't think so.
Everyone but Phoenix.
Oh, which is Akira. Phoenix.
Akira's gear. Only he pilots it.
I can understand that. I was surprised by his show. He certainly didn't provide the same input on our previous matches as he did this one, even when one of our matches was against his own roommate. This match must really mean something to him. But it'll be a hollow victory if we win. I don't like winning it by default. I don't like winning by default. So we're gonna fight against their B team? That's not satisfying at all.
Don't underestimate them, Broseph. They're still members of REBORN.
Well, I guess we'd still be going up against Akira. Why would they not want to guarantee a perfect preseason run? Or do they think they can beat us that easily? Mayu shakes her head.
What they're doing is actually best for the team overall. Pilot backups train in simulations or a controlled environment. These matches give them an opportunity to gain live experience without any negative consequences.
That makes sense. I didn't think about it like that. I frown. She's right. I know she's right because my team back at CI and Y utilize the same strategy. But it doesn't make me feel any better. It's like being robbed of a clean win, if we do win.
Okay, so we can definitely use this to our advantage.
If they're using their backup team. Kari changes up some of the notes on the holotable.
I have an idea. What if we employ the same tactic we did against Tatsuo's team? Focus down Akira.
I don't think so. Mayu shakes her head.
That won't work. Claw of the Wild's team is Tatsuo. However, every member of REBORN is going to be strong even without Akira.
Yep.
True, but Akira still surpasses the rest of his team in terms of skill. Instead of focusing Akira, what if we try to pull him out and play a 3v3 against the other members?
Oh, that means there's gonna be a sacrifice in there?
Who's going to handle 1v1 with Akira?
We all look at each other. Although none of us want to admit it, it's painfully clear that he would beat any of us in a duel. I can do it. We might not be able to beat him in a straight match, but at least we have my overdrive mode as our pocket ace again. Kari nods.
And since we haven't used it since the qualifiers, they definitely won't be expecting that.
Or will they?
That's right! As long as you keep Akira busy, we have a strong chance of beating the rest of the team and then helping you with Akira.
It's like, once we activate it, we're completely dead. So shouldn't we wait pretty much for the last minute and then use it? I'm just trying to suss this out a little bit.
It won't be that easy, but I think this is our best chance at winning.
We hash out the details of the plan on the holotable.
Remember not to immediately activate your overdrive mode when you start.
Well, duh. I nod. I'll be on a timer once it's activated. 3 minutes or so. I should use it wisely.
Exactly. Let's recap then. We'll create distance between the three of us and Eagle, with suppressive fire. We'll make it impossible for them to even attempt to gang up.
Alright.
If they stick together, we can keep our distance and trap them in crossfire. When they start to create distance with one another, Eagle will hard engage Phoenix, and we'll do the same with our respective opponents.
Alright, I would still like to know the individual specifics of each of their gears. That would be very useful.
Positioning will play a big part. We'll have to capitalize on the fact that Akira doesn't have as much team cohesion practice with the subs as he would with the regular starters.
Kara looks at me.
You'll keep Akira engaged as long as you can, and we'll use the overdrive mode if it starts to look bad.
Alright. A nod.
That leaves the rest of us with 3-on-3. It'll be a tough match, but we should be able to beat Reborn substitute pilots without Akira there.
What if Broseph goes down?
I thought you had my back, bro. Thanks for the vote of confidence.
I don't think he meant it like that.
I know he didn't, but it's too easy not to pass up. Show nods.
I just meant that it would be best to make sure we have all our bases covered.
True.
Depending on the battle condition, it might be worth going for the safer points if things aren't in our favor.
Yeah, well, it is a point-based system they're going on, so that could be right.
You mean take out the weakened gears instead of going for a win?
Yeah, I see. Kara crosses her arms but nods. I blink in surprise. Judging by the sour look on her face, I can tell the strategy isn't ideal for her, but the Kaori I knew from before would have never considered it. She then looks at Mayu.
I agree. That would be the best course of action.
We win and gang up on Akira afterwards, otherwise we go for the safe points instead of trying for the win. Broseph fights Akira, we fight the other three.
Okay.
Correct.
Show nods. Got it. My nerves are still jumpy, but I feel positive about our plan. Give it 50-50?
We can do this!
Actually, I give it more than that. Everyone stares at Mayu. She blinks, then pokes two fingers together.
I mean, if we try...
The team laughs. Ever since she got together with Sho, she's been a lot more confident. I'm happy for her. I am too. The alarm rings, signaling all of us to get to our stations.
Let's go!
Yeah. After one deep breath, I follow Kaori out of the room. Most matches during reading week are pretty quiet in terms of audience, but today the auditorium is filled with as many people, if not more, than a typical match.
2 undefeated teams, but only one will continue their winning streak.
And that is why they're packed. By the way, did we get our team name fixed? Please tell me we got that fixed.
Entering first is Ace
Nope.
204911.
Great. The crowd thunders alive. I stare out at the sea of people as they jump away from their seats. The difference between the polite applause we received when we started is surreal. Their energy fuels me and I can't hold back my grin. If this is a taste of what it's like to compete in the big leagues, count me in.
Versus the team who requires no introduction, Reborn!
But you did just introduce them. This is awkward. For you, not me, but it's a little awkward. The stadium rumbles from all the cheering. The underdogs versus the university pride. I put aside my studying to watch a match like that too. Let's play a quick game. Pick out the leader. Reborn enters the stadium. Their gears sparkle underneath the lights. A sleek and pristine image of the modernity of Eludian.
Are you all ready for this legendary showdown?
I mean, legendary, just a lot of hype you're putting in there, dude. The crowd goes wild.
Then let's not delay this anymore! And begin!
Let's go! Stick to the plan and be vocal!
That's what she said. Literally.
Roger.
Got it.
Okay.
I stood away from the rest of my team as they circle Akira's team. As if looking in a mirror, Akira's team follows suit. They boost towards the rest of my team as Akira stays put. He just has the bad guy gear. His gear shifts into a fighting stance. He brandishes his scythe and activates his energy blade. Oh, that's a scythe, okay. I didn't realize it was actually a scythe. So, yeah, he is the bad guy. He was waiting for me. Did he anticipate our plans, or did he just want to fight me one-on-one? Either way, it doesn't matter. All that matters now is that I'm here and Akira's here. My teammates' voices fade into the background as they coordinate their attacks against the rest of REBORN. All my focus is on Phoenix. You know what? Fuck it. This is gonna be a glorious duel. My heart races. A clean duel between myself and the top ace pilot. It's time to see what I'm really made of. I grab Eagle's controls. My hands are sweaty, knees weak, mom spaghetti, so on. But my nerves have steadied. Oh god, it rhymed too. I didn't even mean that. My adrenaline is pumping and I'm itching to begin. I max Eagle's thrusters and dash forwards. Venus braces for the attack. Strike. I deliver a powerful blow. With its scythe raised, Phoenix parries but still gets knocked back from the sheer force of my attack. Phoenix dashes towards me, winding up his scythe for a carving. Dodge. My reflexes kick into motion and I send energy to my side thrusters. With a rumble of my energy, I dodge to the side and send a powerful strike towards Phoenix. Its shields shimmer to protect the gear, but it looks like he took a decent hit to his energy reserves. I fall into defense and circle Akira, who circles me. We're both waiting for the other to make a move. Akira is the first to break the circle. As soon as he activates his thrusters, so do I. We boost towards each other at incredible speed, our weapons leading the way. Our energy blades collide in a loud ringing which rends the air. I grip my teeth and push with all my might as our blades stay locked in a battle of wills. Parry. Sweat bleeds from my forehead while I continue to control Eagle, channeling all of my strength into a yell that escapes my lips as I force the scythe up and to spin out of the way to land a swing on his back. The hit registers and Akira's shield shimmers dangerously. Yes! If I keep this up, I think I can win. I can't tell if I'm hearing the roar of the crowd or if that's the blood thundering in my ears in time with the pounding of my heart. Before I have a chance to catch my breath, Phoenix boosts towards me, his scythe pointed at me, ready to attack. I steady my blade for a parry when his thrusters change at the last moment and his scythe switches angles. Shit! I managed to block some of the force with my blade, but it's an awkward angle. Phoenix swipes wide again. Aw, this is some bullshit! This is bullshit! Fuck you! The scythe smashes into Eagle's side. Phoenix is about to swing again. Akira is attacking far more aggressively now than when we began. Was he just taking it easy to gauge my ability? Well, I won't be underestimated. If he thinks he's about to swing for the win, he'll be sorely disappointed. I flip over the overdrive mode and pray it works. Ooh, nice. The familiar shifting of noises and motion sounds in my cockpit and my heart threatens to beat right out of my chest in anticipation. Whoa, nice! An eruption of energy explodes from Eagle, and once again looking at my energy reserves sitting well over 9,000! I let out a small whoop of relief and excitement. I feel just as pumped and rejuvenated as Eagle. I have 3 minutes on the clock, but let's see if Phoenix can even last that long. My fist glows softly from the overwhelming energy, Channeling that energy, I'm ready myself to attack, when something collides with Eagle and forces me to slide back. Ugh! Phoenix's wings extend and his entire gear is surrounded by a swirl of red energy. What? Can Akira's gear enter overdrive mode too? How is this possible? Phoenix races towards me, snapping me out of my thoughts. Phoenix maxes his thrusters and leaps into the air. As it spirals downward, I raise my arms and our fists collide. Waves of energy ripple away from us. Still clutching my blade in my other hand, I strike. Phoenix rolls to the side and dashes back towards me with the scythe raised. Our blades clash in a parry. Since we're both in overdrive mode, it looks like we're back on equal footing. I clench my jaw. This didn't go well for me when we were simply on piloting skill. How should I play this? Delay tactics. When in doubt, follow the plan. I need to keep Akira out of play for as long as I can. I alter my energy output to play defensive, and I raise my blade in case I needed to block or parry. I cautiously watch Phoenix, who activates again, and rushes towards me. With my defensive protocol enabled, I easily parry his blows and return my own defensive stance. Phoenix charges forward again, swinging his scythe to the right, which I manage to block. Without a second's hesitation, Phoenix spins and lands an energy fist into Eagle's front arc. My shield shimmers as it absorbs a blow in which otherwise could have taken out a gear in a single strike. I keep a watchful eye on my stats. I won't be able to delay him for too much longer before he'll wear me down. That's okay, stay focused. I block blow after blow. Those which make it through my defenses are absorbed by my shield. Even with no energy output on offense or thrusters, Akira's skillful attacks are rapidly connecting and depleting my overdrive and reserve. Looks like I won't be able to sustain any more attacks after this. Phoenix charges me one last time and I brace myself for the final blow. ... Phoenix hovers on top of me mid-swing, but the red glow has disappeared. In fact, all of his energy is gone. Did he just get depowered? This is very reminiscent on how Eagle suddenly depowered after overdrive mode. This is way too similar to be a coincidence. Although Phoenix can't move, Eagle still can. I glance at the timer. Only 45 seconds have passed. A wan smile graces my lips. Looks like Eagle's core is still one of a kind.
Akira's depowered?
What? Are you serious?
Ah, shit. Right, there's still a match going on. No time for dilly-dallying. With my overdrive mode good for another 2 minutes, I speed towards my teammates and assess the damage. Sho and Mayu were depowered, but they looked like they took out one of the opposing gears and dealt decent damage to the others. Aura is struggling to hold off 2 gears at once. Her armor is riddled with dents and dings. She's definitely seen better days. I'm here! With Eagle and Aura back to back, we both ready ourselves.
We can still do this!
Damn right. Show them what Eagle's overdrive can do! Of course, let's go. I spawn an energy field in front of us to block the incoming shots as Kaori charges in, safe behind the protective wall. As soon as we're both within melee range, we engage the remaining gears. My shields waver as Kaori duels one of the REBORN, but it hardly matters. Her blades are a blur as they slice through the air, and she soon has the opposing gear on the defense. My opponent can barely withstand Eagle's overdrive attacks, and although he managed to get a few strikes in, I ultimately depower him. My overdrive mode expires shortly after, so I turn to my attention to Kaori's battle. Even though her and the REBORN gear are damaged, Aura is in much worse condition from the battle before. You could do it! There's only one left. You got this!
That's right!
Go, Cody!
Aura readjusts and readies her blade, and so does the other gear. They charge at each other in a clash of blades. They seem evenly matched in their struggle, until Aura uses a sudden burst of energy to overwhelm the opponent and knock his blade away. Then she strikes. The blow depowers the enemy gear, but depowers Kaori's as well. She used all her remaining energy to deal the final blow. The arena is eerily quiet. Even the announcer is silent.
Hold on, folks. We'll have to check the replay on that.
The air is thick in my cockpit. I'm actually aware of how my breath comes in ragged pants. Please, let us be victorious. An image projects in the stadium billboard. Aura and Reborn Gear's blades are locked. Hold my breath as the video unfolds. Aura forces the enemy blade away and strikes. The gear depowers only 1 second later. Aura depowers, which means...
Ace 204911 continues their undefeated streak!
There we go. The ground shakes beneath my feet as the stadium rumbles with cheers and applause. We won? Of course we won, dude. Did you not see the replay?
We did it, brosif!
Kaori lets out a loud cheer as Mayu laughs. I stare out into the crowd, hardly able to register what's going on. The people, the noise, the acrid smell of burnt metal, sensory overload. But we did it. We actually did it. With the match finished, gear controls are restored.
I think we can all agree that this was the best preseason match, bar none. Am I right?
The stadium thunders approval.
We'll have the replays available later today. For now, I'll have to ask our contenders to leave the arena so the next match can begin.
Before shoveling out of the arena, Phoenix gives us a saluted wave.